Hey, welcome back to Mr. Smith Garage. Today, again, like a couple of the other videos with the EuroVan, with Lars, the EuroVan, I'm kind of doing this for myself for kind of some documentation before I pull this engine out. Also, some of my viewers, if you have a VR6 EuroVan that's maybe a 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, this might be helpful for you if you're trying to pull an engine, put an engine back in. You know, where did things go? I mean, the hoses on here are crazy. Like, there's so many water hoses, I can't even believe it. I will be marking a lot of the hoses that that aren't familiar. I'll also be marking some of these wires so that I know where to put them back after I take them out. And I'll probably do this another time, but I just figured I'd kind of show you and document. So this is the one that comes across to the bottom of the radiator as a breather. Looks like it's going into be a cooling mechanism. This one goes back into here. I don't even get it. Like, why do they have so many hoses? Crazy. There's one that comes up underneath the intake. Goes back here as well. You can see back in here. Goodness gracious. All the hoses. The main ones for the radiator are back on the bottom here. Kind of see that little spaghetti noodle mess. Also, wires that come across for the coil packs are right here. It looks like all the wires that are going to come off that way. There's also some wires that come down through the middle here. Those are for the fuel injectors. Oh, look at that. I'm seeing vacuum line that's undone there. We'll hook that back up so I can label it again before we start pulling things. This is an air pump. See these wires here come off of there. There's one that comes around. I think this is actually an air tube. Comes up around the engine, around the back into here. Those are the ones that I think I've seen on people's channels that break, because that's just an air tube. It's plastic, hard plastic. Got the wires down here for the alternator. Those go up underneath here. Just trying to get a good angle of everything here so that when I do take it apart and have to put it back together. Oh yeah, this is one of the things I have to figure out is this air conditioning pressure line goes into the air conditioning compressor there. Probably have to pull that and pull it down and out of the way so I can pull this out of here. That's all I can think of on that one. There's a wire that comes across the air intake. Quite a few wires back here underneath this. I'll probably take some more pictures of them taking some of this stuff off just to get an idea where things are. Some good news. Jill, the 82 Vanagon, did pass smog. Awesome. Did great. It was those fuel rollover, the rubber seals that were on top of those little canisters that are in the wheel wells, whatever those things are. You can tell I'm a little under the weather. Sorry about that. But just past smog. Again, like in previous years, completely under the averages. That's why it has only 65 horsepower, 67 horsepower, because the valves, the size of the valves that are in there for the exhaust valve don't let enough exhaust out, so it gets hot and it reburns that fuel that's in there. So anyway, so happy to have that smogged and well done. With Jack, the 81 Vanagon, every time I work on it now, I have to pull some stuff out of the garage. Looked like it kind of rained a little bit today, so I probably won't pull anything out today. I'll probably just label stuff on Lars. Still haven't gotten some comments on why Lars might have that name chosen for him. He is a EuroVan. I'll give you this. There's a famous person named Lars that is in some type of a European movie. So throw that out there for you. Give you a little hint because still haven't gotten anything on it. One more thing, we got to take out the fluids and stuff before we pull this engine as well. Quite a few things to do, but just trying to move along a little bit at a time so that I don't get nothing done. I really want Lars out of the garage so I can put the Porsche back in. So that's the plan. We're going to keep moving forward on Lars, trying to do a little bit at a time. Remember, the main goal is pull this engine out, separate the transaxle and the engine, redo the timing chain and tensioners, and then we'll also put some new gaskets in there and everything. Hopefully everything looks good inside the motor. It's got 160,000 miles on it, so hopefully it'll run it for another 100,000 miles just fine. Thanks for joining me today. Once again, Mr. Smith Garage. Like, subscribe, tell all your friends, and if you're working on a EuroVan, let me know so that I can also follow you back. Thanks.